Hey, I'm Bruno, and for the subject of arts, I think, of the university, I don't really know the name in English, well, I had to make two works of art, one regarding, in my case, uncertainty and the other otherness. And for this case, in this video, I'm going to show you what's the meaning of them and why did I decide to make them like that. Let's start. Okay, so my first work is A Foreigner in a Lost World. For this one I used the technique of the 20th century and before. In this case I used the engravement method. I used the engravement with the awl and also the engravement doing a stamp. In this work I did a city in gray colors using the awl, and then I did a main character in the center of the city using the stamp with some colors. In this case, I wanted to represent the term of otherness. The city is the whole world where we live in with monotonous daily life, and the main character can be you, can be me, can be whoever you want. In this case, the way of representing otherness wasn't about the other person being weird, but it's just that the other person is the special one, the one oppressed by this monotonous world. The way I did it was that the heart and the hat of the main character are colored in magenta, whereas the rest of the body is colored in yellow, green and blue. The way I decided to color the hat and the heart in magenta was because the hat gave personality to our character and the heart represented the creativity that we all have, the creativity that is oppressed by a world filled by a monotonous way of life, how I said earlier. In my engraving, the character is looking to the world that consumes him. It's the way that he's disappearing. As you can see, the character is not fully drawn. There are some parts missing. And this represents that the world is consuming you, and if you don't express yourself, if you don't do art, if you don't do whatever you want that tells what you think, you're gonna blend with that monotony and end up being just a person, a body, without anything to say. Okay, now my second piece is called Life's Rounds and Abouts, and this one represents the term of uncertainty. I did it taking some pictures of signs of roundabouts near my house, and then I put them all together in a whole picture. In this picture I put in the background like a cloudy sky, and then I took some clouds and differentiated them so that I could add some depth to the image. Okay, so now what does a roundabout have to do with uncertainty? Well, I thought of life as a roundabout and all the choices you have to do every day as the possible exits you can take. When you enter a roundabout, you have to choose where are you going, or if not, you will keep going in circles all the time without exiting. So well, I thought like in life, if you don't make choices, if you don't decide, you are going to keep thinking and thinking again of the same problem, and you aren't going to go forward, like you aren't going to advance in life to think of other things, you are going to stay stuck. Okay, so basically this is what I wanted to represent with the image. You encounter a roundabout, you gotta find an exit. You encounter a problem in real life, you gotta find a solution. Because if not, another problem is gonna come, and then another, and maybe in a couple of days you're going to pass from having one problem to have five problems, and you're gonna have found 0 solutions to them. So the rest of the signs you can find in this image is like they are approaching to you, they are coming slowly, and you still have that first problem you face right in front of your face, and the cloudy sky, the fog that they put is like represents that you never know when they're going to stop coming, and they are never going to stop, but you can only see what you have in front of you at the moment, so you gotta go fast.